Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jaimini Astrology channel. I'm going to do a quick series consisting maybe of 2-3 videos, instructional videos of how to use Chara Dasha, which is our main dasha in Jaimini Astrology. We can compare it to traditional Parashari astrology. In traditional Parashari astrology, as the main universal dasha, we usually use Vimshottari. Yeah? In Jaimini astrology, we use, on the other hand, Chara Dasha as our main dasha. So, I'm going to guide you step by step how to establish the order of Chara Dasha, how to do all the necessary calculations. I'll give you most important rules which we need to follow when it comes to usage of Chara Dasha, when it comes to the application of Chara Dasha. Before we start, I'd like to mention that obviously we follow teachings, methods, rules given by K.N.Rao. Obviously, these rules, teachings are taken from such a publication which is called as Predicting Through Jaimini's Chara Dasha by K.N.Rao. So I would recommend, if you would like to learn more about the application and usage of Chara Dasha in practice, I would, as I've said, recommend to purchase or buy such a book, such a brilliant book which is known as Predicting Through Jaimini's Chara Dasha by K.N.Rao. Okay, so let's begin. I'll guide you, like I've said, step by step. You know how to do all the necessary calculations, how to establish the order of Chara Dasha in order to be able to start using Chara Dasha independently and obviously on your own. Okay, so first things first, Chara Dasha is applicable to our main horoscope known as Rashi or Diwan, okay? And Chara Dasha always starts from Lagna itself, okay? I'll repeat, it always starts from Lagna itself, okay? So what we need to do here right now, we're going to divide our Rashis into two separate groups consisting of 6 Rashis, yeah, okay? The first group we're going to call as direct Lagna group, okay? And in this direct Lagna group we'll have 6 Rashis as Kumbha, Mina, Mesha, Simha, Kanya, and Tula. So, if your Lagna simply falls into that group, it means that your Chara Dasha will have the direct order, meaning it will be clockwise. Okay? So, after, let's say, if your Lagna falls into the sign of Mesha, yeah, after Mahadasha of Mesha, there will be Mahadasha of Rishabha, Mithuna, Karka, will follow in a direct fashion, yeah? We'll be doing it in a clockwise manner, okay? So, then we'll add the second group, okay, of Rashis, and we'll call that group as indirect Lagna group, consisting of such Rashis, as Rishabha, Mithuna, Karka, Rishika, Danu, and obviously Makara. So, if your Lagna falls into that indirect Lagna group, it means that your Chara Dasha order will be anti-clockwise, yeah? Will be indirect and will follow in anti-clockwise manner. So let's say your Lagna falls into the sign of Danu, let's say, so your Chara Dasha will have indirect order. So we'll proceed into anti-clockwise fashion. Yeah, so after Mahadasha of Danu, then will come the Mahadasha of Rishika, then Mahadasha of Tula, then Mahadasha of Kanya. As you can observe, we'll do it in an anti-clockwise manner. Yeah, after Kanya will be Mahadasha of Simha, and so on and so on. Okay, the same rule applies to establishing the order of sub-periods and sub-periods, let's say. Yeah, sub-periods are obviously antardashas, and sub-periods we call them as pratyantardasha. Okay, so that's the general rule. So the order of your antardasha, pratyantardasha will be the same as the order of your mahadasha. Okay, so one more important thing before I explain how to establish the order of your antardasha, pratyantardasha, yeah, fully. Okay, there's another general rule. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Let's say antardasha of the Rashi whose mahadasha you're running currently through comes as the last, and observe it carefully. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, let's say you're going through the Mahadasha of Kumbha. Okay, Kumbha, as you can see, belongs to direct Lagna group. So when it comes to establishing Antardashas order, yeah, it will be the same. It will be direct order. We'll be doing it in a clockwise manner, the same as it applies to Mahadasha. Okay, so as I've said, the Antardasha of the Rashi, whose Mahadasha you're currently going through, comes as the last, and your first Antardasha or superior in the Mahadasha of Kumbha will be the Antardasha of Mina. Then it will come Antardasha of Mesha, then of Rishabha, then of Mituna, and so on and so on. And the Antardasha of Kumbha in the Mahadasha of Kumbha comes as the last. Okay, so that's what I meant. Okay, another example. Yeah, let's say you run currently the Mahadasha of Makara. Okay, you're going through the Mahadasha of Makara, and you want to establish the order of your Antardashas in the Mahadasha of Makara. What do we do then? The Antardasha of Makara comes as the last in the Mahadasha of Makara. So the first Antardasha will be the Antardasha of Danu. Yeah, Antardasha of Danu in the Mahadasha of Makara. Then will come the Antardasha of Rishika, then the Antardasha of Tula, Kanya, yeah, Simha, and so on and so on. And the Antardasha of Makara in the Mahadasha of Makara comes as the last. That's the general rule applicable to all Rashis. Simply we follow the same order as in case of Mahadasha. Yeah? If your Mahadasha, current Mahadasha, which you're going through, belongs to direct Lagna group, the order of Antardashas will be the same, direct. If your current Mahadasha, yeah, belongs to the Rashi, which falls into indirect Lagna group, you follow the same order, meaning that your Antardashas order will be also indirect. That's the general rule, and I'll repeat once again, very important rule, the Antardasha of the Rashis whose Mahadasha you currently going through comes as the last. Yeah, that's the general rule. Okay, so study it carefully, or if you've got any questions, need some more explanation, do not hesitate to contact me. So that's going to be our first episode related to calculations, establishing the order of Chara Dasha. Okay, shortly I'm going to add next few episodes, maybe another one or another two, and after watching those episodes you'll be able to start using independently Chara Dasha on your own. Okay, so take care for now, yeah, and shortly I'm going to add next episodes related to Chara Dasha. Take care, all the best, and I'll see you very soon.